Welcome to the Love, Hate, Laugh Show.
I hate this goddamn name. It's dumb, but I couldn't think of a better one, so I was just like, you know what? Use the fucking name that you like.
Where's the weirdest place you guys have found like a remote?
I mean, if they want me to tell them that, they're going to have to pay for the premium content.
Patreon. That's Patreon only. $19.99.
Link in the bio. You can find out where the remote ended up.
so we gave our friend Kim our couch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And about 6 months later, she was like, "I found 3 remotes," because we kept buying.
Yeah.
I was like, "Thanks."
What kind of couch did you have that could swallow that many remotes?
Oh, it was like
Any
one of those
couch could do it.
sectionals with like the deep pockets,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like you couldn't remove the couches. So
You couldn't pull the pillow
you couldn't
case
pull
thing
them
out.
You
out.
couldn't take them out?
No,
It just had...
so it just went deep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's why
Yeah.
you had it.
Yeah. Let's be
That's
honest. Let's
so
be
funny.
honest. I'm like, I'm gonna fist my couch.
All right, you went there.
I
We were
did.
leaving it as just like implication,
sorry.
but okay.
To
Yeah.
clean it.
I like it.
Well, you didn't fist it deep enough.
No, apparently not.
Plus 3 remotes.
That's where you get the treasure.
We-
She did.
Yeah.
But she
Good
has,
job, Kim.
Yeah, well,
That's
she used
so
to be.
funny.
She's a former lesbian, so that would make sense.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got to learn those skills.
Yeah, because on the streets of lesbian town.
Yeah, that's
you
what I've
gotta
heard.
learn to-
On the
Oh, I
streets of
just-
lesbian
It
town.
seems very drastic to me, but I know people like it. But
What?
fisting. It's
Oh.
just a lot. It's a lot.
Well,
Being a lesbian?
No, I am all for lesbians, but I'm just saying fist. I don't know. It just seems intense. It's like a line you cross you can't come back from. I think.
I think physically you can't. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think it...
well, you'd be
Well,
surprised.
Well, no, but I
probably.
mean, like babies are bigger than fists.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, okay, fair. But
Welcome.
I'm just sitting here speculating. I'm like,
I was
Like,
wondering.
Put your fist
Ouch.
next to a baby. You'll see.
I was wondering
I
when we
don't
moved.
think anybody's going to let me do that. That would be a weird scenario. I'm just like, hey, I just want to compare my fist to your child. They'd be like, you need to go.
How did you get into this hospital? Yeah. Get out of the NICU, sir.
You're
Yeah.
like, God damn, Eliza was right.
Just go in there with a tape measure.
Oh
Just
my
like,
God.
yeah, no, that's how you end up on a list. And
Uh-huh.
rightfully so. You
Yeah.
should, if you chose to do that,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you go.
Yeah, you just have to just go by like estimation. Uh-oh. No, wait, that's
So we are.
It's part of-
I'm gonna
mine
just jump
for-
in. We're
for-
in our new
that's
studio.
for my love. Sorry.
Oh, you're lovely.
We're in our new studio, you guys.
Yeah,
Welcome.
This is the very first recording in the Love, Hate, Laugh show
Yeah.
in our new studio.
Our
Yay.
fresh-
Cue
Yay.
clapping. Yay.
We
Sorry, soundboard's not
Oh.
up yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're it's
We'll
a
add
work
it
in
post.
progress.
We'll add it post.
The
Yeah.
TV was the hardest part
It was.
because this corner is different.
Both
Give
of the
Nick
TVs were
and
hard.
Bjorn and Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, worked
We
really hard.
we came in here and we did a lot of work.
Yeah, I supervised
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and did snack runs.
Yeah, and you told us goss, which is
Yeah,
great.
I'm very
Yeah,
good
we got
with
to
hot
learn
goss.
all the new hot goss.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
So we're still figuring it out, but I was curious because like we're not in a basement anymore. We're like
No.
on a floor, a real floor.
We literally moved
Upper.
up.
We
Mhm.
literally
The
moved
world.
Moving on
vertically
up.
up and
Mhm.
across town
To the northwest side.
to the northwest side.
Into an unreinforced masonry building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the
there's
big
a
one
chance
hits,
that if
yeah.
if the earthquake hits, you guys will see our final.
This may be our
Yeah.
first and last recording.
Put it in our wills, like
Yeah.
find the footage.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
lost footage. They're digging through the rubble, and this shit is what they
Oh
find.
my god!
That
I mean,
would
there's
be a
gonna
bummer.
be a lot of that.
Yeah.
After the apocalypse, there's gonna be a lot of
Mhm.
podcasts.
A lot
that
of
people are
a
gonna
lot of footage of like a dude on his phone,
release
like the
podcasts.
next day after a catastrophe, and he's just like, I guess this is my new podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to podcast through the crisis. And then I'm going to release it to inspire others.
Yeah.
And then that guy gets eaten by a bear
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes later.
Yeah.
It's like grind set. Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah. it
deserved, I think.
immediately
Well
turns
deserved.
into that documentary they made about that crazy ass guy that went to
Oh, yeah.
Alaska and got eaten by a fucking bear.
Mhm.
I mean, what do they expect?
Wait, Grizzly Man or the one that died in the bus?
I think Grizzly Man, the goofball that was like living
Yeah,
with
it's
bears and then
Grizzly Man.
surprise a bear. ate
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
The guy in the bus died from mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick. I thought it was rice poison. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Real quick. Did you guys watch Grizzly Man, the documentary?
A
No.
long time ago,
The
yeah.
tension the whole time that you know that he dies of these bears.
Spoiler.
It's in. Well, no,
I'm
everyone
kidding.
knew that. It was like.
I'm kidding.
It was like on the cover. They're like, it's like he died from this.
They needed something to
Watch
bring
the
the
Failed
audience
bear
in.
attack.
Watch this living man get ripped apart at the end of the
It's-
video.
Do you guys
It's
remember
the
like
most
Faces of Death?
boring movie though. It's so boring. But with that idea that he gets
You-
eaten at the end, you're like any moment.
It like gets you to the end, and
It-
of course they put it right at the end. They're just like chomp. Okay, bye.
no, they don't show it.
Oh,
They don't
darn.
show it.
Show it. That's a
Can you
snuff
hear it though?
film.
Can you at least hear it?
No,
Like,
nothing.
oh God,
not
my
even
arm.
a sound.
Do we even
is
know
just
if
like-
this guy's dead?
Just none of that.
No,
It
he
was-
genuinely did get
He
killed.
did.
by
did,
bears.
and he like it was all like he was like blogging about it.
Oh wait.
And then he did get eaten on camera, but they do not show it. They just like
No.
flash some words up, and I was so bummed.
But you can't.
I
they
watched
can't
a
show
2-hour
someone.
documentary because I wanted to
Well,
see.
could
a
they
guy.
do like a cartoon of it? Like
Well,
at the
that would have been good. Just like a
It's
Yogi
suddenly-
Bear
Wait.
unhooks his jaw.
You guys-
just eats
You
him.
know, Cocaine Bear. I
Yeah,
saw today. There's like a follow-up called Crackoon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It's
yeah,
just
fun.
I saw a
animals
poster.
doing it. They just make a series of
Yeah.
when animals found hard drugs.
Yeah, exactly. So what's next? Like an elephant with PCP? I don't know how you would
I
make
love
the
it.
joke out. Elephant? I don't know.
But I guess I don't know why I'm bringing
Something
it back
about
to
the
this documentary.
Willamette River called like fentanyl fish.
I felt
And it's just a bunch of fish taking a nice snooze, you know,
yeah.
just
The long
floating
snooze.
back out to the ocean.
I mean, their
just like
scales
fuck
are
it, dude.
their
We'll try
scales
again
are
next
falling
year.
off, but
Yeah.
they don't give a
But
fuck.
they're chill. They're just like,
Honestly, that sounds nice. I get it. Sounds really peaceful.
All right. Well, so this
Yeah.
is the Love Hate Laugh Show.
Yes.
I'm Bjorn RG. I'm one of your hosts. You can follow me on Instagram at Bjorn RG Comedy, all platforms.
Yeah, I am Eliza Butler, another one of your hosts. You can follow me on all platforms at Eliza Isn't Funny.
and I'm Nick Scalzone. I'm on Instagram at Nick Scalzone Comedy, and you can follow that if you want. But you should follow Love Hate Laughs. It's
Yes.
a better follow than me,
Well,
for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
It's
And
not a
I'm-
high bar,
I'm gonna move this,
but it is.
when for the next episode because this
I
is-
know. I'm already
It's
like,
just slowly, just like moving
Yeah,
up and up.
you're-
Just like-
It's like the microphone version of riding a chopper.
yeah, yeah, like just.
I can't stop
They're
fingering
called
mine.
they're called ape hangers. That's what those are
That's
called.
what those are
Oh.
called,
Those
ape
bars.
hangers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
I feel
ape
like
hanger on this.
You're
on
just
this mic
yeah.
the
There you
whole
go.
time.
This is just
Wouldn't don't your arms get tired? That's my
That's
thought.
what I thought. Like all the blood would be
between
gone.
between them being up and vibrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
they can't feel
my
their
fingers go numb
It's a
on my
safety hazard for
regular
sure.
bars. I can't even imagine if they were like above my head.
It does look badass though.
Yeah,
So
dude. You
it's
just
like a little
you look
pain,
like Easy
know.
Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
We should get 8 hanger steering wheels for our
For
car.
our
Hell
cars.
yeah.
Like we're literally.
That's we gotta talk. We gotta put that out on Twitter and get Elon to put that in the next Tesla.
Oh my God,
Because he
that's
put a
fun.
really dumb fucking non-wheel
Yeah.
steering wheel in the
Mm.
Tesla. It's
Yeah.
like a little Formula One yoke is what it's called, but it's
Yeah.
apparently it sucks.
Is
So
it like playing the
yeah, you should put the
racing car games?
no. It's like square. It's like holding it like that, and you.
That does not seem good for
Oh, yeah.
ergonomics.
Yeah, no, it's
All right.
dumb as
It's
hell.
like fuck
Let's not
Apple
go down that-
glasses. We should get 8 bars.
Oh my God,
for
those
Ape
look so
hanger
bad.
Teslas.
Teslas. Yeah.
Those Apple glasses look
They
terrible.
look horrible.
I
Apple
mean,
glasses.
Yeah, VR in
Apple
general,
glasses,
they just
jeans.
look goofy. I don't know. I don't feel like it's gonna be more than like
We
a
should let
gimmick.
you
Is that
borrow-
a red flag on a first date if they're
Ooh,
like wearing
into-
the Apple?
Yes.
Ooh.
If they're
Yeah.
wearing VR glasses
Can you
and
guys-
barely looking at you,
Yeah.
I don't know what these are. I
Apple
haven't-
dropped
pull
a
it up.
VR
Oh my
headset
gosh.
Pull it up.
today.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
It's like a
like 35
competitor to whatever
The
Facebook
Oculus?
makes.
Okay, because I've seen the Oculus,
Which is
and
the
we
but
have
Quest
one.
now.
Yeah,
No, this is
Eliza,
like-
tell him like the main.
Yeah, it's like $3,500.
Oh.
I don't know anything else. It looks very dumb.
Oh,
Yeah, look at him.
the big thing I think is that it's translucent, so
Yeah.
people can see.
You're supposed to wear them.
It's not virtual reality. It's it uses your augmented reality.
Yeah. Okay,
so
but
it's like
imagine,
VR too, right?
Yeah, imagine walking around Portland with that. You'd get your ass beat immediately, and someone would steal your fancy headphones.
You
and-
would
or
get
iPhones
robbed,
or
but
whatever.
I don't think you would get your ass beat for wearing them. You'd just get robbed.
To get robbed. That's what I mean.
I love when it hasn't come out yet fully, but like, what's the battery life on this? Is it like my goddamn iPhone, where it's just gonna die immediately?
How
No,
old
it's
is
gonna
your
be
iPhone?
awesome
Well, it
for
depends
like
on how much
6
porn
months.
you watch on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, right.
So-
Just all
I
day
mean,
long.
yeah, that might be a good use case. It's
I
always
think-
porn first with
Could
technology.
you imagine interviewing somebody or like being interviewed and you're like, there's a chance they're watching porn on their Apple like
Yeah.
Apple on their thing.
on
They're
their
just like,
thing.
Yeah.
they unclick it. It's like
Oh my god, my Bluetooth. Oh my god.
that section, like when you're connecting to the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So who's excited for this?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Rich
Nobody.
people.
Probably
No.
dorks
So do we
on
ha- do we-
YouTube that the goofballs that are gonna get it for free and review it on
like Mr.
YouTube.
Beast.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
He's gonna buy 3 of them and throw them off a cliff, and get 1 million views because everyone's gonna be like, "Yes, fuck
No,
that
but what
product."
like gets me is like
Turn it into a skateboard.
I'm not a Bible person, obviously, but didn't they talk about the mark of the beast? And he's like, "My name's Mr. Beast," and they're all like, "We love you, Mr. Beast."
Wait, do Christians like Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
mean, he's
All I
got
knew
a
was,
lot of-
isn't
mean,
he like a dude that gives away money to people?
Yeah, he does a
Like,
lot of charitable
I
stuff,
thought he
but he
was
just
like a
came out of
decent dude.
nowhere.
is his middle name Mark?
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He
That's
always
funny.
gives people
Mark the Beast.
$666.
yeah,
And eats their babies.
Yeah, it's
He
rock
might
and
be
roll
bad.
as fuck.
exactly. Just saying, if there was an Antichrist, it would probably be someone who seemed really nice and was named Mr. Beast.
It would be
Yeah.
a dork on
Possible.
YouTube,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's working. It's working.
Nah,
Totally.
he spent years researching YouTube algorithms and
Oh,
to
did
make
he?
perfect videos, and then he's just reinvested all the money he's made
Hmm.
over and over and over. And so, like, if he makes $1 million, he spends $1 million, and then it's just like snowballed.
But the
And he
thing
lives
is,
very simply. Who knows? Who knows? This might be all bullshit. This is what I saw.
the
He
thing-
also started a ghost kitchen company making shitty hamburgers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, though, really studying and learning the YouTube algorithm sounds like a task of Satan. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think there's more evidence to this
like,
I think it'd be
conspiracy.
cool
more-
to like learn the actual code. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
it's changing all the
See
time.
how it
Anyway,
works.
Well, I mean, like he figured out kind of how to like hack it or whatever.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what's
Yeah.
the perfect thumbnail? What's the perfect?
Mhm.
Like him and a bunch of people on Reddit had been studying it for years, and then he tried some different channels, and then finally like hit
Yeah.
it big with some stuff, and then just was like, he just does research and knocks all his videos.
All
out
right,
of the park.
I'm a big fan of him then. That's awesome.
Nick, I'm surprised you haven't been. I don't know.
I'm-
I fell
I
down
don't
that
like
rabbit
follow.
hole.
I don't follow the guy, but now that I know that, that's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
He did the
So-
homework. Okay, it
Hell
paid
yeah.
off. Good for
So
that.
that was
guy.
a quick. You guys, that was like a that 5 minutes really. That 5-minute intro
That was
really
just 5 minutes,
flew
folks.
by.
5
totally.
minutes.
Yeah.
So who? I guess I didn't catch this. Who's got? We're gonna start with the
Ooh,
love.
Yes.
We're gonna
So
start with some
today's love is brought to you by the letter E and the name Eliza.
Ooh, and the drug E.
And the drug E.
I love everything.
Eliza, what
okay.
you got for us?
I brought so the thing I love lately, I am obsessed with eating cheese and crackers.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
like, and so this is kind of, for me, it's an ADHD thing where I get hyper fixated and I only want to eat one thing.
Mm.
And right now it's cheese and crackers, so I
Ooh,
brought
what do we got?
snacks.
Oh boy.
So
Ooh,
it's-
cracker cuts. We got extra sharp.
Yeah, it's Tillamook extra sharp cracker cuts because Tillamook cheese is the best cheese.
I
Now,
love
do you do
Tillamook.
just one
Yeah.
cheese, or do you?
No, so I actually, do you not want to?
Here, I can
No,
open them up.
I'm good.
Oh yeah, because it's probably loud. What I will do, because it's kind of a big piece of cheese, I will break each piece of cheese in half.
Mm-hmm.
But you could put it like on one cracker, and like
Mm.
also gluten-free crackers. Like that's where one thing where like gluten-free kind of shines. There's like so many different cracker
The
options.
cracker.
Yeah, it's crackers
Yeah, I guess-
exactly. Yes, the
Dude.
cracker disorder.
I guess crackers though don't really need to be like bready and
Exactly.
stuff,
And
so-
that's all I want to eat, and like
they're
that'll-
probably better for you too without gluten, right?
uh,
Like
no,
these are not
not
nut things.
necessarily. Not necessarily. Okay, you don't want any.
No, I'm good.
You don't want one? I will definitely have one.
Yeah.
I love cheese and crackers, so I'm on
Yeah,
board.
so I will be obsessed with this, and this is all I'm going to want to eat for who knows how long. And then one day I'm going to wake up and be like, bleh, I don't want cheese and crackers anymore.
No
and then I
more
have to
charcuterie.
yeah, I know. It looks like I'm doing charcuterie all the time, but it's just this stuff.
That's
What's the
so
last
fancy.
thing that you were obsessed with, but now you could not even think about eating?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm not quite over the hyperfixation, but I was eating a lot of Red Robin burgers for a while. But so I'm always glad when the hyperfixation is not a restaurant meal because this is much cheaper than
Yeah.
getting DoorDash all the time.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Red
because there's
Robin.
probably not a. Is there even a Red Robin like in Portland proper? Where
Yeah.
is it?
Dude, it's sketchy as fuck.
Oh, gross.
Well, of
We
course
went
it
there
is.
one time.
Is it like up in Jansen Beach
No,
or some
no.
shit?
Right. No, there's
Lloyd Center.
one
Oh, there's
one
one
at-
at Lloyd Center.
near Lloyd
Near
Center.
Okay,
Lloyd Center.
yeah.
But the
Grand.
one that, because I live in North Portland,
Mm.
there's one in Vancouver, and that's the one I usually get food from.
There's
Okay.
one in the airport.
So you got to pay someone to drive it there, and you got to pay their dumb taxes.
Yeah, it's annoying because
Oh,
I can't.
yeah.
If I could pick the Portland one, I
Fucking
would.
Washington.
But
There's one in Cascade Station too. I'm a
Mhm.
fan of this chain.
Yeah,
It's a
no.
Stupid. It's one of my like guilty pleasure
Mhm.
things that I love is fucking
Yeah.
Red Robin, and I was so happy because their gluten-free bun is actually legit.
yeah, it's a good bun.
What's that place in Seattle that's the same owner? It's like the Sun was just like, let's do Red Robin, but call it something else.
Yeah, it's a
And
a
it'll look
random-
like a little
it's a
tiny bar.
in Capitol Hill. I forget what it's called,
Huh.
but it's literally exactly the same fries, the same burgers.
And it's tasty.
and it's
Yeah,
tasty.
so it's like not a bad thing, but also it's like if that's all you want to eat, I got to eat more than cheeseburgers. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So no, it's cheese and crackers. So
Nice.
I like
Ha-
it.
do
And
you
just
always
for-
do this kind of cheese, or
Yeah.
do you vary it up with cheeses?
no, I like this is the cheese that I like.
Tillamook
Mm.
sharp white
Mhm.
cheddar.
So
Yeah.
just for everybody at home, this is Blue Diamond Almonds Artisan Nut Thins,
You know, oat
Made
thins are
with-
better for the earth.
made with
Probably.
real
That's fine.
almonds and multi-seed. What is this? A cover of a porn?
Yeah.
Nut
Yeah.
Thins multi-seeding.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Kinda hot.
Wait, so Bjorn, does that happen to you? Do you get like just you only want to eat one thing?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
totally. And then I overdo it.
Yeah.
Usually it's pretty quick. Like breakfast burritos were a thing that I was doing
Yeah.
for a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
Where I'll make these really good breakfast burritos. I'm all about them, and usually there'll be one. I'll make too many, and then I'll just have like 30 of them in my fridge, and I just
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't
It's
get
like when you
myself to eat 'em.
prepare ahead and you're like, yes, I'm gonna have a stock of this thing,
and then I
and
just
then you're like,
can't.
"Meh." Yeah.
Or sometimes with Costco stuff, like we'll
Oh, yeah, I
get something.
can't.
We'll get like a a sauce or a dip, and I'm just putting it on literally everything, and then I just can't stand it anymore. So like the bitchin sauce, that's like that almond chipotle sauce. It's basically like a chipotle salsa.
Did you say almond or almond?
It's made of almond.
Wait, I heard
Almond.
almond.
I heard kind of both.
Was
at
it
the same
almond or
time.
almond?
I said almond.
almond.
I dropped the L.
Oh.
Or I it's a
I-
silent L, right?
I-
Is it a silent L?
Oh my god, I
Right.
owe that so much right now.
Yeah. No, but it's like, and it's just like there's no way to prepare. Like it's delicious and then it's not,
Yeah.
Mm.
and it's like disgusting.
And then you just can't.
You
I
just
I
can't.
actually get there a lot with cheese and crackers. 'Cause I fucking love cheese and crackers,
Yeah.
and I will overdo it in one sitting.
Like disgusting. Like
Yeah,
I just
that's what
watched that
with me-
porn to get off. And
if
I
I
can't believe I
get-
did that disgusting.
Yeah.
Like
No, women don't have that,
oh okay.
so
All right,
I
thank-
wouldn't know.
Okay. Thank you.
No, I do the same thing though, Bjorn. Like if I get cheese and crackers, I eat like I compulsively eat too much of it once, and then I'm like, God, I don't fucking want that again for another year or two.
Yeah.
Do you know the number of half-eaten chips and crisps that we have bags, and I kind of love it
Same.
because I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm in the mood for this today, and I'll just have 3 of those and
Yeah.
2 of these and 1 of these. and
No,
I'm
it's
good.
like that's the
You-
thing I want. I want all of it.
you know what I'm over right now that I just can't with anymore?
What?
Pop chips. I overdid
Oh,
it.
you did.
I don't like those.
All the flavors. I even started dipping it in stuff. Like I was doing
Ooh.
queso. I was dipping
What flavor were you
white
dipping in the
cheddar
queso?
pop chips in queso blanco, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like if
about
you're
the
dipping in
whitest
cheese, you got to go with a cheese chip just
You gotta
to
like multiply it.
just to really be a dirtbag.
Doritos and queso is
Nice.
amazing.
I see. If I have queso, it has to be just a plain tortilla chip. And there are a few things like queso. I can always eat queso. You know, if
It's-
there's like nothing else.
Queso's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Have you guys have the white queso from Chipotle? That's good.
I always get that on my burritos.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm hungry.
I know.
Oh, there's some cheese and crackers.
Okay, I'll
No,
have cheese
I
and
ate a
crackers.
burrito before I came here because we made food ahead this week and they were in the freezer.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
see,
yeah.
you're
Nice.
smart. You
We do
always
that,
eat
but
early.
I also like we never make enough for like a week. It's always like 2 or 3 extra ones, so we don't
Yeah.
get tired of those. And then by the time we get around to doing that again, it's been like a week and a half or
Yeah.
2 weeks since we actually prepared those.
Like
Yeah.
when I do dinner, it's like I do dinner for 2 nights.
Yeah.
Or lunch the next day, because then we
Mhm.
can go through it, and it's good. So
I think I do that hyperfixation thing, but I actually get over stuff really quickly.
Yeah, see, and I will be hyperfixated on
It's like
something
2
for
days.
it could be
What's your
could go
average
quick.
duration?
it could be like
velocity?
months. I mean, really.
How long has it been with cheese and crackers?
Oh, just like a couple of weeks.
Oh, a couple weeks.
So
Yeah.
if you got sick of this, would just changing the cracker?
No, because
No.
I've been changing the crackers around. It's not
And
just those.
What about
crackers.
changing the cheese?
Yeah, what's
because
the-
I feel like
No.
the cheese could
I-
drastically
Have you had the
change.
Beechmans? I'm about to run to the fridge and grab you the Beechmans
I am
original,
very
which is
specific
my
about
favorite
cheese.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe we'll try it after.
For another cracker cheese,
Yeah.
Okay.
go to I've got it New Seasons, but I think you can get it other places. I think you get like Trader Joe's and place like that. Get like the honey goat cheese. It's like a super salty, but then it's also got honey. It's really good for like
I
crackers.
read her. She's not doing
Not
it.
interested.
No
It's
way.
a little
it's just
It's more bougie
It's
than
just goat.
cheddar.
You had me at honey, but
no.
goat.
Oh my god, when I was a baby, I couldn't have regular formula. My mom had to find like goat milk formula. But
Ooh.
I also am like just weirdly picky about a lot of things, and it's like this is pretty much like sharp cheddar or like jack cheese or like Colby, like really hard cheddar. Like that's the only kind of cheese I like.
So you don't like weird random
Mm-mm.
fancy cheeses?
No.
Parmesan.
You ever
I
do
like a little bit of Parmesan, like shredded on something, but like
But
a
not
chunk
like a
of
chunk of
Parmesan,
it?
I don't.
Oh.
It's
But like
too-
you would never go to
I
like
could
a
just-
fancy wine bar and get the cheese plate
No.
that has all those goofy ass cheeses
Mm-mm.
and for some reason slices of apple.
Well, have you had apple with cheddar? It's really good.
Oh.
Actually.
I think it's to cleanse your palate.
Apple
it
pie
does.
with melted cheese on it. It's pretty
Mhm.
bomb.
I think we've talked about
I don't
this.
think I've ever
it's
had
pretty
that.
good. It's
It just-
such a
something
sweet,
about
salty
American
balance.
cheese just melted on
I
top.
know, but something about it just seems weird.
What?
Seems wrong.
You put whipped cream on it.
Right, but that's
It's
sweet.
like unsweetened whipped cream.
No, it's like very salty and processed
But an apple
and
pie is
not
so
even close
sweet.
to whipped cream. Yeah. That's the whole point. It's dessert.
I don't know. It's tasty. I dare you to try it.
You
guys
dare
ever
me to
had-
try it?
Have you ever had mock apple pie that's made out of Ritz crackers? They used to make it in like World War II because
Yeah.
you couldn't get apples.
Yeah,
It tastes like-
Seen the
Oh, wait.
recipe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul.
Wait,
just
this
holding
filling
my-
is?
Yeah,
like
it's
your
like
armpit.
made of Ritz crackers instead of apples, but it's like the same flavors and stuff. And because
Cinnamon.
it's Mhm.
So
and
they
so
make
the
a
texture's the same.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical,
Well, they were
but I
like
would try.
back in the day. They were
Try that
very
before I
inventive
try the
because they had
cheese.
like
Mhm.
water pies where it was
Yeah. Oh, I've seen that
and
too.
like
Like
sugar
a
pies.
Mm.
sugar pie. Yeah.
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 The
Sugar
water pie is
honey.
just where they give you a glass of water and tell you to pretend
No,
it's
like
pie.
they make a filling out of it.
Think of
And
Yeah.
literally, I'm not joking. Hair pie.
No.
That's
No.
gross.
That's a different.
No.
That sounds.
That's
That
different.
sounds like
No,
that
okay.
sounds like more premium content.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
19.99 on
No, that's
Patreon.
the cream pie is the
The
premium
cream pie.
content.
That's the premium content.
That's the extra premium. It's a
The
one-time
layers.
deal.
yeah, that's the
The
top
layers.
tier.
exactly. $300 a month for cream pie.
Oh, God.
But who needs cream pie when you can have crackers and cheese and
Exactly.
cheese and
For free. You can have it for
for
free, bitch.
free? Give me that crack and
Yes.
I
So
love it.
that's my current food hyperfixation. I thought I would bring snacks.
I love it. Thank you. It was very yummy.
I love
like-
cheese
like
and
cheddar.
crackers.
Yeah.
And I guess so we're all in contention. We're all love. Are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah,
Ding,
you're just.
ding, ding.
I just
You
yeah,
ate
I
already.
just
What-
had food.
You have found agreement.
the last thing I'm gonna say about it is part of the reason I like about it is because you can switch the cheeses up and
sure.
you can switch the crackers up,
No.
and I definitely do that.
Now what about now I've got a follow up because another thing I'll do if I have cheese and crackers is I usually get like a salami or a pepperoni or some like I add extra shit. Do you do any lunch
Mm-mm.
meats or
Mm-mm.
salamis or
Nope.
anything like that?
Nope. Just the cheese and crackers.
So if you got a Lunchable, you would just toss
Yeah,
a
you
third
just
of it
toss
away.
Well, if I had a lunch bowl, I would probably eat it. But like, if I'm just like feeding myself like this, I'm not. I don't know, something about deli. It's not bad, or I just can't sometimes.
You're not into it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and I don't know if this is for you, Bjorn, but for me with ADHD, if it's like the wrong food, I will literally not eat anything before I eat something that feels like wrong.
That's a really good question. Maybe I'm like that. I've never really thought about that because sometimes I get angry. I get hangry a lot and I don't eat, or I just don't feel like eating.
Yeah.
And then I'm in a horrible mood and I have a horrible day, and that happens to me quite often. I wish there was just a way I could just like take something to make that stop. Like, I know it's just eat food. But I'll wake up in the morning and a lot of times it's just like drink coffee and all food.
You should make those shakes.
Terrible
those
to me.
protein shakes.
I have.
But I don't want to eat in the morning. It
lasts like 10 minutes and then I'm hangry again.
Like in the morning, I do not want to eat. Like a lot of day, it's not good. But I'll wait until like even after like we record this, I would eat for the first time a lot of days. But that's because I just am not hungry.
Yeah.
And then I want all the food.
See, I couldn't do that. I would hate to do that. Speaking of hate,
I love it.
Very good,
Nick,
very smooth.
The letter of hate starts with N today, and Nick's bringing it. So Nick, what do you hate?
You know what I hate, and I didn't have a really good one, so I was asking Joanna the other night when you texted me that, and I was like, what have I complained about recently? And she was like, you were just making fun of my TikTok algorithm and talking about how much you hated it. And so, thing I hate is my girlfriend Joanna's TikTok algorithm. And no problem with her. It's all just grumpy fucking people whining about shit and offering no solutions at all. It's a bunch of people who were homeschooled or Christian or both, and now they're not, and they're grumpy about it. But they're just like
grumpy because they want to be homeschool Christians again?
No. They're
They,
grumpy
like,
because they left for good reason. And now they've realized how goofy all of that shit was, and it's pretty goofy. And they're grumpy about it, but they have to say it in this like annoying TikTok, like I think I'm a comedian, but I'm definitely not type of cadence where they're like trying to be ironic, I think, and like say things in what they think is jokey, but it just comes across as like, Jesus, that is intense.
Like literally Jesus, that is intense.
Yeah, like
actually, is it like the ex-Mormons, and I get them on
like
sometimes.
Ex-Mormons or
like
evangelicals and ex-homeschooled and ex all of those things at the same time.
Wow.
And they're just like grumpy, or it's like people whining about politics and stuff. And I'm not saying they don't have grounds to be angry.
Sure.
But nobody, I've yet to see someone offer a solution to anything. They just whine, and it's a bummer. Like if I'm scrolling through my Instagram
you don't have
to look at reels, because that's where I consume that content.
Dude, I think our reels have lined up because you've started to send me a lot that I've already seen.
It's all
I think
funny.
We're like women who live together.
Yeah, and your cycles have synced up.
Our TikTok algorithms
our dumb algorithms have synced up because we send each other the exact same type of content. So they're like, yeah, let's save ourselves some time.
I'm just like, Nick, check out this car fish video.
You're just like, hey, watch this kid trip.
I'm like,
here he goes. Look, he's running, and bump. That's the shit. I will giggle at that 100 times out of 100. And Instagram knows that about me and feeds me more dumb shit. I found Taurons of Yellowstone. You ever heard of this one? It's people getting run into by buffaloes because they're too fucking stupid.
What's it called?
Taurons, like morons, but tourists, smushed into one word.
Oh my God.
Taurons of Yellowstone, great follow. People getting smushed by buffaloes because they're too stupid
to
not walk up to a buffalo.
I do like seeing people walking up to animals that they shouldn't be, and then
the animal's just like, fuck you.
Yeah, immediately finding out why that's not.
They're like, but he looked so cute.
Okay, this is a solid. This sounds. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't think she actually gets gored. Hate to spoil it.
No.
But I think she's fine.
Okay.
But I mean, it's
that
like,
could go bad real quick.
I get it.
Give them a follow for sure.
Because I get it because look how cute he is. But I would not. All right,
He's
at like
2,500 pounds.
I know, but he looks really soft.
He's probably
I
not.
I do, and I understand that I am
smelly.
in a long line of white women who just wants to hang out with wildlife. I'm not going to do it, but I get it.
that looks like a fun follow.
It's a good follow. So anyway, that's my beef with TikTok. At least Joanna's algorithm is it's such a bummer fest, and I don't think And she scrolls through it, but like her Instagram is way funnier.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like TikTok focuses on negativity.
Well,
And
I mean, I
it's
think
a
that's
bummer.
just what she's like interacting with. But like, I can understand you're like having to overhear it, and you're just like sick of.
Well,
listening
we'll be
to it.
like laying there and like scrolling through stuff, but like I don't like to like scroll on mine right next to her because it's like
Mhm.
competing noise, and so I'm like trying to like
You don't
should
throw
just get her some
their
AirPods.
AirPods at you.
Yeah, I was gonna say give.
Because that's what I do. I just like hand him. I'll just
No.
walk up and I will just hand him his AirPods.
But that's so isolating.
And I'm just like, I don't want to hear like 2 seconds of, because then I get interested. I'm like, wait, what's that? Go back, go back.
Well, I
go
do
to the
that
other
too.
room, and I'll be like, oh, what's that? That sounded really interesting. And you just scroll away. What was that?
That's
It
exactly the
wasn't
kind
a
of
car
thing I was
fish
doing.
video or somebody falling. What the fuck was that?
That was the kind of thing I was doing that prompted this whole thing. If she would scroll past something, I'm like, hang on, that seemed like it had potential to be funny.
Yeah, go back.
And then this person, I was like, this feels like the build to a punchline. But then the
Oh.
punchline never arrived. It's just a bummer.
It's just
Mm.
sad.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, well, this sucks. Now I'm sad.
yeah.
Fuck
So
this.
is it just like a bunch of people that are just like, this McDonald's isn't like mom used to make, or
No.
this, like they
No, they're
everything
talking
is
about trauma.
Yeah, they're like
They're
they
talking
left
about, like-
religion.
Yeah, they're talking about like,
But trying to make it cute and funny.
yeah, exactly. Like not really cute and funny. Like,
Like-
they're mostly just traumatized people that
Yeah.
like
Rate your uncles 1 to 10 in hotness.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Because this is the only way we could
Elder.
deal with this. Ah.
No, it's more people who are just like I thought I was evil for 25 years
Ah,
because
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
sad.
No,
you know,
That's sad
I
stuff.
occasionally
That's
had a
true.
sexual thought and then
Yeah.
I realized that I'm an animal and that's how the species, you know,
Yeah. Ugh.
continues on.
right.
And so
Well-
then I realized I'm not evil and people may or may not have
Could you imagine
told me
just
some wild
growing
shit and
up
fucked with my
and
head.
through your entire life thinking you're just gonna burn in hell?
It's so sad.
Yep.
Well, but so
Me too. Me too.
Yep. I'm gay.
Um,
Jesus.
a mutual friend of all of ours was telling me about how they reset their TikTok algorithm. So if Joanna would like some
Mm.
advice.
How-
So you find like the hashtag of something you do like and you click on that and you just scroll through and like watch 3 or 4 videos and like
Just
scroll
like
through
a
about
bunch of shit.
and
Mhm.
10 or 20 and then you start getting the thing that you liked.
Oh, okay. So all I need to do, so if I'm hearing this correctly,
Yeah.
I look up hashtag gray sweatpants.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just
oh,
look at
you'd
that
be
over
totally fine.
and over
Yep.
and over and over again.
Yes,
And then it'll reset my algorithm to
Yes.
more gray sweatpants.
exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down.
and ads for champion.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love it.
So if she wants advice, Ty,
Yeah, I'll have her listen.
Do you
to
guys
this.
ever Google something random that's like for a joke or something, and then you start getting served ads, and you're like,
Ugh,
I have
know.
I have no desire for this.
No, I was just
Can I
trying
just
to be funny.
unsubscribe from?
Oh yeah, no, I've definitely got like just random whatever I've Googled, and then it's like, oh, you like this? I'm like, no, I don't.
Well,
I
here's-
just was curious.
dude. This is
You could literally fuck with your friends
Just
and
want
be
to know.
You could just fuck with your friends and be like, "Hey, will you look up the spelling of this and give them something
Oh my
really
God.
gross and disgusting,
Mhm.
like bukkake?" And like, how do you spell that? And they're like,
how do you
oh,
spell
this is
shitting
how."
dick tits?
And that's all they're at. We sale on shitting dick tits right now at Macy's
On
spring
Etsy.
sale.
Manga
Etsy.
ads.
Shein, Wish.com.
Jesus.
Shitting dick pics.
That was like my favorite in college. The
Shitting
like
dick tits.
yeah, it was.
No, we
a,
talked
It was
about
a
this.
Google.
We probably
image.
were about to
You bring
save
this up
somebody
way
from
much
religion, and then you
more.
said shitting dick tits, and they were like, nope.
Nope.
back to
I was
Mormonism.
right.
I was
Yeah.
right.
They're burning in hell.
I
Mama.
do need
yeah.
Jesus.
God wants nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Beast's fault.
Yeah.
Come back.
Go back to the watching Mr. Beast videos. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry to bring that up and then
No.
kill all of the energy.
It's okay. I was
of the
trying to
room.
joke about it. And
It was
Yeah.
just a fun image that we would say. It's like, and then
there's
we would,
nothing
we
fun
would
about
Google.
that
We'd go to a
particular
computer
image.
and look. I've tried to find it again. It is exactly
This
that.
is the second podcast episode
But-
we've talked about shitting dick
I
tits.
know. I love it. and
Well, you're gonna love the official shitting dick
Yeah.
episode
episode,
The
which
200
is-
where that's all we talk
that's
about.
our 300th
That's
episode.
that's what Bjorn's bringing the next time it's your turn
Yeah.
to love something.
Love this image. Bow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it and show y'all.
Patreon $300 tier.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Fan
I
fiction.
don't. I have looked for it again, and then I'm just like, this is getting.
Okay,
some-
if it's
Oh,
not
wait, are
on
we-
the internet, it's probably for a good reason.
Oh, I mean, it's.
Wait, are we still talking about it?
Apparently
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Is it
not there
over?
anymore, so that's why I keep bringing it up.
What
Yeah.
isn't there anymore?
Shitting dick tits.
Well, hold on. How do you spell that?
No.
Will you Google it?
Can you
Your
pull it
phones
up?
are already listening.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
fine.
I know it is. Jesus.
Wait, okay, so how do you feel about your TikTok algorithm, Bjorn, or your Instagram or whatever?
Oh, because I don't go on TikTok anymore. I don't know. I hate it so much. I hate
TikTok.
I
or
hate
all
of them. All of it. I don't know. I want the novelty. I hate that it's serving me it's the same thing. It's like I want something novel and new and different. Like this, what you showed me, that's fascinating. I want that. I want something literally random. I wish that there was like an ADHD like mode that you could
It's
put it
already
in.
ADHD mode. That's just
No,
TikTok.
but it just gives me the same bullshit. I'm like, I don't want to see.
well, then don't swipe it fast.
comedy.
Don't interact with it.
Oh, I do. I turn it off though. Actually, if it gives me, it's like, cause it's well, mine's like my stand-up things, so it's all fucking stand-up, and I don't want to watch stand-up. I want.
Well,
I
do
want
Like look up like
novelty.
pugs or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
do
true.
like what Eliza was saying, because
Yeah.
I did that on Instagram before, where I was like, I'd like to. I've tried that on
Oh, I
Instagram,
just-
and it does work. Where you're just like, I'd like to see more of this
Yeah.
kind of content. You just go Google that on Instagram. I'm old anyway, and like zip through like a few videos or whatever, and then it'll start putting that in there.
You know what my
Yes.
solution has been?
What?
I flip over to Medium and I just read more self-help articles.
That's fair.
Or I flip over to a actual book and I start reading a book.
Nerd.
Because I know that
Boo.
sounds or I start listening to a book and
Do you
go
even
for a walk.
internet,
I know
bro?
I know that sounds like I'm
No, that's better.
No, that's
I-
really
that's
good
much
for
that
you.
better
makes
for
me
you.
feel better. This just
Well, yeah,
makes
that
me
would make you
angry.
feel
Then
better.
don't do it.
So I turn it off.
but also
I
follow
think-
accounts that aren't
I
stand-up.
think my
Yeah,
TikTok
definitely.
is super confused about who I am
Ooh.
politically. Super confused, and here's why. So it started with obviously I'm as a homosexual
What?
male. I know,
What?
ladies, calm down.
Put those sunglasses back
Slide
on.
right out of my DMs, please.
So like I get a lot of gay content for more gay content.
More gay content.
But then every now and then there's going to be an opposing opinion from one of the
Yeah.
characters on the right, like the Candace Owens or Matt Walsh, and I just find it fascinating to see how they do their arguments, and because I like listening to the other side just to see okay what's going on here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But what's going on is now that I'm watching it, TikTok saying, we've
Yeah.
got a young Republican.
Yeah. Ugh.
So I've been getting more and more of it, and and it's my fault because I keep watching it too, because I'm just like, what? What are they saying? That's what they got
Yeah.
from that?
You should
the Little
start-
Mermaid? That's what they extrapolated from that? Are
You
you
should
kidding
start a
me?
second account that's just that,
Yes.
so it's not
Paul's
contaminating.
Republican account.
Paul's,
Yeah.
Paul's, Paul's secret.
I'm-
Paul's secret Republican.
I'm
account.
very
I'm
curious
gonna
to
name it
know, like,
Shitting
if
Dick
you're
Tits.
just like what ends up showing
No,
up
but
if
you know
you
what,
go
though?
deep down the Republican
It's
rabbit hole.
Like they did research around
Mhm.
that, and like if they started with like a fresh new account, and within like 20 videos, it was like right wing shit.
Yeah.
Like it was
Mm.
really
And the way they
quick.
frame it and the way they do it, I was just like, oh, that makes what the no, stop.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
It's-
Don't fall for the
don't
rhetorical
fall, it's
tricks.
crazy. Don't fall for it. Those rhetorical
No.
questions.
Come back here for more
I've
gay content.
kind of avoided
Happy Pride.
my Instagram has kind of avoided the political stuff, and I follow a shitload of like
Yeah.
gun
Mhm.
brands and stuff because I like shooting and I like guns.
Mhm.
But I don't get that much Republican shit out of that.
Yeah.
I get like goofballs
Well, I get
shooting shit
extreme.
with guns.
I get extreme stuff. It's just.
But
I
I don't
know where
like-
it came from. So
I don't really get any like
I've got to do some spring cleaning.
it's
Yeah.
I mean I get some, but I don't get that much.
No.
It's pretty rare that
I
like
get I get a fair
blatantly
amount.
right wing.
I get
stuff.
like none.
I get
I don't
a
get
fair
any of
amount as
that.
well, and
I'll
I'll
start
watch
sending you some.
it. I sometimes I just watch it
Don't
too.
you dare.
Because it is interesting
Well,
to
see,
me.
but the thing is,
then
if you watch it, if you
I
interact with it
know.
at
Mm.
all,
But it's just fascinating because I look at it as research. I'm like, I want to know.
no, I mean that
what
makes
they
sense.
think and like where because they're so secure in their beliefs as I am, that it's like I kind of owe it to myself to, okay, where did this come from, or where's the reason?
Sure.
I think that there is something to be said about that, but then of course it sucks too. that
Yeah,
it's
like you
happening.
don't have to hear. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrifying.
And their content isn't funny at all. It's just a bummer fest once again.
They're like, oh, my pronouns are. Bleh. It's like the one joke.
Yeah, no, the pronoun
My
joke.
pronouns are American and gun owner. I don't know.
Yeah, they have yet to come up with a really funny one of those.
Patriot.
No.
If they could come up with a good creative one, I
Yeah.
still might giggle, but I don't think so.
There
I've
was-
yet to see a good one.
No.
They're all just ignorant.
There was a.
They
not
are
funny.
There was a few, like maybe last year, there was like a Twitter.
Them are.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There was like a Twitter joke format.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
So like last year there was a Twitter joke format going around that was like, if gender's in your pants, my pronouns are whatever. And so mine was, if gender's what's in your pants, my pronouns are shoplifted lipstick. Which I think is one of the best tweets I ever wrote.
I like that.
That's
funny.
solid.
Yeah. Fucking Elon ruined
Elon ruined
our
Twitter.
Twitter dreams. Yeah.
He did ruin Twitter. I'm
Talk
not
about
gonna miss it,
right-wing
but I was never
garbage.
on Twitter,
Yeah.
so.
Like whatever they're doing is pushing right-wing garbage out to everybody. There's like no algorithm left. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
just
bad.
Trump complaining in all caps that he's getting
No,
arrested
it's not even
for
Trump.
crimes he actually
It's not even
committed.
Trump stuff. It's just like hate. I mean, you know, because
Oh,
he's
it
not
just-
on Twitter. He's still
Wait, he's still
El-
banned somehow?
no. Elon said he could come back, and he's like, I'm not coming back.
Oh, nice.
He's like, he cucked Elon.
I
with
do
that.
like. I'm not gonna lie. Trump's had some zingers lately. Like, I like that he's spending all his energy shitting on that idiot in Florida,
Yeah, who well
and
deserves it.
Elon apparently.
Yeah,
So that's great. I mean,
That's funny.
I do
mean,
still hope he gets arrested and thrown
of
in the ocean.
course.
But like,
but he is
I like that he's focusing his energy on that
he's
fucking
an
moron
accomplished troll.
yeah.
down
you know,
in
he's-
Florida.
Yeah, who
'Cause-
deserves it?
Yeah, if anyone deserves it.
Don't get me fucking started on that guy because we are already over time.
Yeah, we're over
So
time.
in conclusion, I think I also hate her algorithm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
It sounds
no
like
hate
something
on
I
her.
would-
It's just a bummer.
I
Yeah.
just don't even like I don't like any of it, and all of it just makes me feel shitty. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like it could just be fucking puppies. There's a lot of puppies on mine
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, yeah,
Puppies are
Boston's.
cute,
Yeah.
Boston's and
but Republican puppies
Republican
are ugly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bos-
Republican Boston.
Boston's are
Terriers.
America's gentlemen. So
They do look like Republicans.
They do.
Not gonna lie.
They are. They
I guess I would say
all their tea parties.
for Joanna's algorithm, like my heart goes out to the people who have had to like leave organized religion. It's really a hard process for a lot of people.
And
I
it does
like
give
my-
them
Well,
a
I mean,
voice now, which
and
is
Yeah,
cool.
and community, like it's really beautiful. But I can understand you don't want to hear about it all the time. And you're just like trying to like relax, and you're just like, yeah. But I like my algorithm. It's like a lot of singer-songwriters and parrots for some reason. There's this really great parrot who speaks Spanish. And I'm obsessed with the Spanish-speaking
Gay?
parrot. Yeah, exactly. And like he just like
Okay.
mutters all the time. I love sassy parrot. I get parrots. I get cats. I get. I have that
Sassy
crab.
parrot.
I get that
There's
stuff
like this
too,
old
but-
crab, and the lady who owns it was feeding it
Old crab.
Gushers. Because he's so old, it's like it can have treats. But I was like, I can't get emotionally attached to the TikTok crab who eats Gushers because
I got emotionally
cry all the
attached to
time.
TikTok.
yeah,
when
that
the animal
crab,
dies.
it's gonna die.
Yeah, the
They
crab's
live
gonna
like
die.
2 years.
yeah, it's like 8 years old, and it's like long
Jesus.
past its like lifespan, and they're like, we're giving it fun treats because it's having the fun, and she takes
Yeah.
it on a walk sometimes.
Maybe that's why
anyway.
it lives so long. It's the gushers.
Yeah, it was so funny. Like it was like
Something in that.
Preservatives.
going crazy for the Gushers, and then she
Yeah.
took away and she tried to give it like dried apricots, and it was just like, and it just threw it down. It
Something
was so
about
funny.
Red number 7 just preserves
Yeah.
the fuck
Yeah.
out of a crab.
Ooh.
But she takes the crab. She puts on a little leash. She takes on a little walk. Like
Nice.
it's. But I can't get attached because I will absolutely. When the crab dies, I will be sobbing.
Eliza's like, I
Every
can't
time.
podcast this week.
I
We're
feel
like,
like
why?
there's-
And we're like, she's like, it's a personal thing.
There's
Yeah,
a
Howie the
crab
crab
on
died.
TikTok.
Howie the crab died. No, I can't. I can't get
And
attached
she's
like
and
to
we're, or when
internet
we're
animals.
like, hey, you want to go to Bag of Crab? She's like,
No! How fucking dare you?
No California rolls for me.
No.
I know it's not even real, but it reminds me of him.
Yeah. Also, it has a fake crab has gluten in it
Oh, does it?
most of the time.
So you have to get the authentic shit.
Well, I don't eat sheep.
Oh.
It's part of my
Actually, that kind of
suite
makes
of
sense.
things I don't eat. I don't eat
yeah,
anything
you're right.
from the
If,
sea.
if most cheese offends you, yeah,
Yeah.
sushi probably wouldn't.
I
make
tried
the
it
cut.
once. My friend got me
good.
an eel roll, which was not the
Oh,
right
that's
choice.
not.
that is
Oh no.
No.
Look at a fucking.
jumping into the fucking deep end on a cold day.
And this
Yeah.
was in Albuquerque.
You're
so
learning
it's
to
like,
That's
swim
like
at a
fisting
polar
the first
plunge.
time.
Don't get exactly to bring it back. Paul is right. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't get sushi in New Mexico. Period. And then
No.
also don't get eel.
no, it's
So-
I,
Look at a weird sounding, weird looking fish.
Did
Yeah.
you? I
Ugh.
feel like you went for that one just because you knew you weren't gonna like.
no,
You were
he
like,
chose. My friend was
"Never
like, "These are the
again."
things I like." This was a very long time ago, and I was like, "I will."
He was
try
trying
it.
to be cultured and fancy and be like, "This
Yeah.
is a weird fish, but I like it."
Yeah, and I was like, I don't. But I don't like anything. I grew up in New Mexico. That is a landlocked state. I don't like anything that came out of the sea.
I
It's
will
wrong.
say I love sushi, but
Yeah.
I think I've had eel once.
Yeah,
With
unagi.
it.
That's what it's called.
Mm.
Oh, you do not? Are you kidding me?
I
No,
didn't know.
Wait, is that
I
that's
didn't
the
know.
I don't think
testicles
I
or
would
whatever,
like that.
right?
No, it wasn't
that
testicles.
one?
Maybe I got the name wrong. It was definitely
Oh,
eel.
that's uni. Uni is that.
The one that's really weird is sea urchin. I don't know what that's called, but that's weird as hell.
That's uni.
Yeah.
That's
Uni.
uni.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit. It was weird.
It tastes like the ocean, like you just.
It's like goo.
Fell into the ocean.
It's like a weird goo.
And see, and most of my
Fuck that.
food like pickiness issues is around texture.
Yeah,
Well, this
no,
is
there's
wh-
a lot of seafood.
This is
that
what I
you're not
love
gonna
about
be about.
sushi. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
kinda
I
like the
love-
And
show.
you're laughing the
Yeah.
whole time.
But you're gonna
We
be
oughta
laughing
do
the
a
whole
sushi
time.
episode.
No.
Did you have it out?
Something
Yeah.
you hate.
Yeah.
All right, you wanna take
okay.
us out?
I thought you meant bring a
Any
snack.
last
No,
things
no,
to
no.
add before we close down?
No, I
No.
think I'm good.
Welcome to our new studio.
Yeah. Welcome to our
Yeah.
new studio.
If you have suggestions for decorations,
Yeah, we got a blank canvas
Yeah.
over here.
We have a lot of stuff we could hang
Yeah.
up, but we're not going
Well,
to.
speaking of, we're gonna have to put a poster up here pretty soon because
Mm.
I just got confirmation
mm.
that we have a new sponsor.
Ooh.
Okay.
From the makers of Shitting Dick Tits comes Poopy Penis Boobies. Part 2, the movie, next spring,
Rated PG.
starring Jenna Jameson. Pooping Penis Boobies. That's all I
love
got.
this so much.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.